going to do a read aloud, and the read aloud that we are going to do today is Matilda, and Matilda is by Roald Dahl. This is the adapted text, and it was adapted by Rhode Island College. All right, let's get started. Chapter 1. The Reader of Books. Matilda is 4 years old. Matilda's parents, the Wormwoods, think Matilda and her brother Michael are annoying. Matilda learns to read and walks to the library all alone. The librarian, Mrs. Phelps, gives Matilda a library card. Chapter 2. Mr. Wormwood, the Great Car Dealer. Matilda's dad, Mr. Wormwood, sells stolen cars. Mr. Wormwood teaches Michael how to sell cars. Matilda is mad at her dad for selling stolen cars. Matilda, Michael, and Mr. Wormwood go home. Mr. Wormwood will not let Matilda read her book, so Matilda will play a prank on him. And this is Mr. Wormwood right here. Mr. Wormwood likes to sell cars. Chapter 3. The Hat and the Superglue. Matilda puts superglue in Mr. Wormwood's hat. Mr. Wormwood cannot get his hat off at work. Mrs. Wormwood cuts off Mr. Wormwood's hat and his hair. So this is Mrs. Wormwood, and this right here is Mr. Wormwood, and the hat is stuck on his head. Chapter 4. The Ghost. Mr. Wormwood rips Matilda's library book. Matilda wants to scare her dad. Matilda borrows her friend's parrot and hides the parrot in the chimney. While Matilda and her family are eating dinner, the parrot talks. Matilda's family thinks there is a ghost. Woo! So they borrow a parrot. And this is, let's see, right here is Matilda's brother, and there is Matilda's dad, Mr. Wormwood. Chapter 5. Arithmetic. And arithmetic means math, so it's another word for math. Mr. Wormwood gives Michael a math problem. Matilda answers the math problem right away. Mr. Wormwood is mad and says Matilda saw the answer. Chapter 6. The Platinum Blonde Man. Matilda plays another prank on her dad. Matilda puts her mother's blonde hair dye in her dad's hair gel. Mr. Wormwood dyes his hair blonde. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood are angry. They feel upset, frustrated. Chapter 7. Miss Honey. This is a new character. We haven't gotten to her yet. So this is Miss Honey. Matilda goes to her first day of kindergarten. Miss Honey is Matilda's teacher. Miss Honey thinks Matilda is smart. The students are scared of the principal, the Trunchbull. The Trunchbull is mean to the children. So Miss Honey is a teacher, and I'm a teacher. We're both teachers. We're the same. Chapter 8. The Trunchbull. Miss Honey asks the Trunchbull to move Matilda to a harder class. The Trunchbull hates Matilda. The Trunchbull bought a car from Matilda's dad, Mr. Wormwood. Mr. Wormwood told the Trunchbull that Matilda is a bad child. Chapter 9. The Parents. Miss Honey lets Matilda do harder work than the rest of her class. Miss Honey visits Matilda's house to tell Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood how smart Matilda is. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood do not care about school. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood tell Miss Honey to leave. All right, and that's where we're going to stop off for today. I will upload the rest of the chapters soon. All right, bye guys.